Shalom, brothers and sisters. Your brother ISRAELITES from the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous who are the biblical Israelites. And before I start, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatam, Rakakadash. That Yahweh, being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or God, or Yah, or Ahaya, it's Yahweh, the creator of all the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ, signally speaking. And we give double honor to our elders in GMS where we learn this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways giving the 100% truth. Shalom to you. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, the Bakar and the Hebrew, the house of David being rebuilt as we speak. Shalom to you. And shalom to the speckled birds among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by these videos. Shalom to you. The date today is August 28th of 2025, our hopeful year of salvation and the destruction of the nation of Edom. There's nothing new under the sun, you know. In the beginning, when the Lord created humanity, humanity became wicked. And the Lord had to clean up that whole mess with water, right? Which water is a cleaning agent. But he said he's never going to do that again, right? He created the rainbow, and he said, this is the promise that I will no longer destroy the earth with water, but the next time I destroy it, it will be with fire. So that's what's coming, brothers and sisters. Why? Because there's no new thing under the sun. Let's prove that. And this is from the brothers' channel, GMS South Carolina, from the elder Manatas Akba. He always brings out some great videos. So if you haven't subscribed or don't know his channel, go ahead and subscribe. But this is a lesson he did. It's the end of the world and you're bugging out, right? Because our people, they see the signs, but they don't know what to do because if they're not of the elect, you're just wasting your time. But they're going to show you the wickedness of our people when in fact they should be repenting. They're just going into bug out stuff, right? So let's watch that.
Everybody to be together right now, so it's a part of the process. So we're going to go again. Atlantis is Atlantis. We're going to say it again 7 times. Keep the frequency high. 1, 2, 3.
Bug outs, man. And it just reminds me of the movie Independence Day back in the day, right, where all the believers of the aliens went to the top of the building to welcome there, and they're all there, yeah, and they all got destroyed, right? And these people, they think that if you're not familiar with what Atlantis is, a mythical place that supposedly existed, whether it was in Greece, whether in the Americas, no one can say, right? Because we don't have enough information. Supposedly Plato wrote about it and described it. And supposedly these people went to open up a portal. They're in Atlanta. They went to the top of this mountain, hill, and of course they're chanting. They're this is a different vibration, which means they're what? Praying to another god, right? You didn't hear any Hebrew or any Jesus or anything like that. You're hearing crazy stuff about the universe, about I don't know what people believe, reptilians and Nibiru and all this crazy shit right now is coming full circle. But here you are, people trying to open a portal to get the hell out of it. trying to get a hell out of this curse. But Jay can't leave the curses. You know what I mean? Jay can't leave the curses because the Lord put the curses on us. Okay. So no, they're not going to open up a porthole and leave and none of this crazy shit, because the Lord said He was going to deliver us. And when He's talking about us, He's talking about the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay? He's not going to deliver 2/3 of the nation of Israel. They're going to die. Okay? Just with the other nations as well. Okay? Because you have to understand that the judgment of the Lord is coming swift. And these people have destroyed His creation. You know, everything the Lord did, these people have, done away with it. Or try to act like God and try to improve on it. Okay? But this is nothing new under the sun. When the Lord created humanity in the beginning, everything went bad. People, forgot their creator and just started doing their own thing as people are doing now. So there's nothing new under the sun. So let's read that. This is Genesis 6:5. And God saw the wickedness of man was great on the earth, and that every imagination of thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And that's what's happening now. Like I said, nothing new under the sun. And it repented that Yahweh, that He had made man on the earth. And it grieved Him at His heart. Okay? So basically he was like, damn, I shouldn't even created these devils, But again, remember, he still had Noah, and he still had faith in that bloodline. Okay? What is it? Judges. Let's see. Right. This is Judges 10:14. Go and cry unto the gods which you have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. Okay, because this is not the first time the children of Israel, have been a sliding heifer. Okay? This is not the first time that the nation of Israel has believed in other gods, right? And the Lord said, look, whenever you get in tribulation, then you want to call upon me, right? Nuh-uh. Why don't you call upon them gods now? Because that's what's coming up. Jacob's trouble. And who do you think is that they're going to be calling upon? Obviously, they don't really know. The majority of people don't know the real names. They're going to be calling on Jesus and God and all this dumb stuff. But nonetheless, you know what I mean? At least those people are believing in the scriptures. They're not believing in with a full understanding, not with a full deck, but nonetheless, they're in the scriptures, because, like I said, the Lord creates their own delusions. We spoke about that. The Lord made them believe in a lie, because the Lord doesn't want to save everybody to popular belief. Okay, so yes, you go. These people are looking to the Atlantis or looking to Nibiru and all this stuff. Look, man, these people are gonna die a horrible death because they're looking for things that has nothing to do with them. Okay, they should be repenting, returning to their God, returning to who they are. But they're bugged out. They're gone. They have checked out, and there's nothing you can say or do to help these people. They've lost it. Their cheese has slid off their cracker, and when you go to a mountain, you go to do a ritual with people you don't even know. I don't know. Is this like I don't know. These people were gathered together in a chat, or I have no idea. But nonetheless, there you have heard it, brothers and sisters, that these people are bugging out, and
Oh, he's a legendary Indigenous one. That's right. Radio Indian himself. Welcome, legendary champion.
so there you are. You know, nothing but bug outs. The same people, like I said, from Independence Day. I mean, what do you expect? The Lord doesn't want that shit, man. You know, in the kingdom of heaven, it'll be different. They're gonna be right in their head, but right now, 2/3 of the nation of Israel are our enemies. You know, and it's hurtful to say because you know that includes your own family and your relatives and stuff like that because they don't believe. But the Lord made them not to believe. So, hey, if you understand this, you might be of the hopeful elect. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Barakatam Rakakadash, and he that have ears let him hear. Shalom.